Cheap Not Broke family. What's going on, good people? Happy Friday. I got a guest in here with me tonight. I don't know if you have... Hey, Sam's in here. I don't know if you have seen my other podcast episode, but he's back for some more. Give it up for Mr. Joe Foxx.
Yay! What's happening, Malcolm?
What's happening? You know, I heard the applause sound in my head, but I don't have it.
I get...
Yep, that's all. We got to keep it. That's how we got to keep it going. So I did, but anyway, man, I wanted to bring you on tonight because for one, I didn't go live last week, but two, man, you know, we're listening to you got this dude, Kevin Samuels out here hot on the streets, and you know, he's talking about a great value. I mean, a high value man, right?
Right.
I'm a great value man. Okay, so I'm the other guy on the other side of good stuff at Walmart. When you go with me, you're going to get great value. I haven't made it to high value, but you get some great value out of me.
So store brand.
That's right. Hey, listen, because it's all the same stuff. They just changed the name and just put like 2 teaspoons less of sugar on it, but it's all the same. But with Kevin Samuels out here, I'm like, well, you know what? What about the regular dudes? Everybody don't have $100,000, but they still want women too. They still want a date. So I said, well, I need to discuss the cheap dates because you know what? You still can find love. It just may not be $100,000. Joe sitting in the Starship Enterprise. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. I see Joe got the nice background in the parking lot. I'm over here keeping it rugged and real.
Yeah, this is my this is Enterprise D, and this is the hangar bay, shuttle bay.
The shuttle bay, okay.
Shuttle bay. So,
and is that real leather? Is that hand stitched leather?
This is galactical pleather. It's very stronger than the fake leather that you would find on Earth, but this is economical, and it lasts for I don't know, 1,000 years.
Sounds like a cheap, not broke product to me.
Yeah.
So, Joe, I wanted to bring you on, man. I want to ask you, what do you call a cheap date? Because everybody got cheap date. And as dudes, we got to pay for it. When you go on these dates with girls, you got to pay. So you got to figure out where, you got to know your lane. For example, you want to go to the steakhouse? Cool. We going to Outback Steakhouse. You didn't see, look, there's a lot of steakhouses in the world, but we going to Outback and get that bloomin' onion. So okay. What do you call a cheap date?
A cheap date, first and foremost, is not about the money.
What's it about?
A cheap date is your attitude about where you're going and how long you're going to be there and who you with. So cheap is a mentality, and it's not solely on the money. So if you're trying to impress somebody, you can still be inexpensive but not be considered cheap. In her mind, that's the trick. You can't be looked at as cheap, as a negative. You have to, just be affordable, based on where you choose to go. So if money's tight and you're trying to be cheap, you don't want to look cheap. Does that make sense? You don't want to look cheap in the eyes of who you're going out with.
Well, we got cheap in quality and cheap in price, and those aren't the same. So,
right.
I'm always like, well, that's cheap, but what are we talking about? Cheap price or cheap quality? Because I don't like cheap quality, but cheap in price, sign me up. So Because I've recently heard Red Lobster is no longer a good date. Red Lobster is now on the cheap. Red Lobster is down there with uh damn what Applebee's, Chili's. Red Lobster I thought used to be prime time,
Well,
but not anymore.
then I guess I'm going to be going on some cheap dates then because I like Red Lobster
I
and
do
I
too.
like Applebee's.
I love them both. I look, they got the best happy hours in the world, and
Yep,
Red Lobster they still got endless shrimp. Cause we live in Los Angeles, and man, it's not a lot of chains out here, so you don't know what you're gonna get,
true, true.
right? So, like, what have been your experience when you dated? I know you were once married at one time. What was your experience dating out here and trying to find love before all that happened?
Oh, definitely. Food court. Um, sampling, Costco sampling. I mean, you have to know where the good samples are. Um, that's where you go to to be in an environment where you can get free stuff. You're not there to eat, but you can eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the trick. You have to be in the right surroundings where there's free stuff available, like Costco. You could be there for a different purpose. Uh, but
But hold up. Now I like the Costco theory, man. You can't get full off Costco. Now the problem with Costco samples is you say, "Oh, I'm just here to eat it." Man, you end up buying that stuff. That stuff be good sometimes. Man, look, they got me with the Costco meatballs. I sampled those. I ended up buying them. They got me with the mozzarella sticks. I ended up buying them. So sometimes you might get the Costco sample, end up buying it. Has that happened to you before?
no, I have willpower. This is
Oh,
about not spending the money, which you just can't be greedy. You have to have a mindset of I'm not gonna buy this. I'm just gonna try it. Try, don't buy. That's the trick.
now when you with her though, she say, "Joe, you gonna buy. You not by yourself. You got your girl with you, Joe. I want this."
No, no. See, again, this is about willpower and control of one's own will. Okay, you can't just submit to peer pressure. Okay, you have to make sure that you're not overdoing it because you want to try everything. You can't buy everything. So you want to be able to get through the whole rack. You want to get, through the meatballs, the hot pockets, and the granola little cup, and the brownies, all that stuff. You can't jams with the dip, all that stuff. You can't just buy everything, and you have to explain that.
You gotta
Okay,
explain. Hold on.
we're not here
Kayla
to buy.
loves.
We're here to try.
We're here to try, and
Yeah,
we might buy because I'm a little greedy. Kayla loves Little Peep Forever. Says a guy takes you on a date and then makes you pay. That happened to me. Oh no no no! I don't know. Let's I see. I like being the dude because I have to pay, and I have no problem with that. But with that being said, I get to pick where we gonna go, and we're gonna go somewhere where my money stretches. Because I like see my thing. I did a video a couple weeks ago about Groupon's on Friday night. See,
right.
we gonna go where Groupon says. Like, what we doing tonight? Well, let's see what Groupon says. We gonna hit it like the slot machines. Because look, Groupon has a lot of good activities. You can go to you get a couple's dinner, a
Right.
couple's massage, mini golf, all kind of nice things on Groupon. Have you ever used Groupon to go on a date?
No, I haven't used Groupon because you have to have a group. You can't be there's no couple on.
We are the couple is the group. Hold on, Joe. Let me school you up, brother.
School me then. A group
You
of
don't
two.
need to be in a group. A group is two. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm a group sometimes by my damn self. Hey, I'm the group. It depends on
one,
if
one group.
if I eat two times at the same activity, that's a group activity.
Hey, I ain't mad at that. So if I'm by myself, I can show up with a Groupon and nobody will look at me funny.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And then I see what I do is I already have the barcode pulled up on my phone. So when you with a girl, you don't want to know. Hey, look, didn't you say you gotta go to the bathroom? I think the bathroom. Hey, let me go and scan the code. Because sometimes, see, the Groupon people they like to be funny. They want to wait till the end to scan the code. Like, hold on, no, let's go ahead and get this out the way. because I don't, I don't want you to expose what's going on. Not that I care. Not that I care. The worst thing you could do is not have the money. I'd rather get caught with a coupon than get caught with no money.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. What's wrong with having a deal? What's wrong with that? I think that is okay. That should not be frowned upon. Like, hey, we going to the Four Seasons for brunch. I got a ticket. I got a voucher for 2-for-1 voucher.
Yeah.
Who's gonna turn their nose up at that?
Nobody. Man, listen, I wish I had vouchers when I go to these theme parks. I would love to have, but see, let me tell you something about the theme park. So I went with an ex at one time. I had sandwiches in the car. So because this theme park, you can leave and come back. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Shoot, we can do this. I left. We rode the ride a little bit. Lunch came. Phone went off. Said, hey, let's go get these sandwiches. Take a break, and come on back in. We did that. It was a good time because theme park they charge you way too much money.
Oh yeah, and you can only get one thing. It's not like you can get a variety of things. So it's like if you do spend that money, you're gonna get filled up on one thing. Like
right.
Like funnel cake. I like funnel cake, but I want a sandwich too. I might want a pretzel. I might want nachos, but that's $75.
Ooh, 75. See,
it could be.
It could be, but or you can bring you some cheese crackers. You don't need nachos when you got the cheese crackers. Just bring 4. It's the same thing. Nachos. Look, I can get a lighter and heat that cheese up. It's the same thing as nachos. What's the difference? I don't see nothing wrong with that. We can get hot cheese crackers. We got these hot cheese cracker nachos. Bam.
Yeah, you should always have snacks on hand, especially like at movie theaters, amusement parks, and with any entertainment venue. Even a bowling alley, even as cheap and as bad as that food is, but they proud of their fries.
Man,
their fries be like $4.95, and I'll be like, what?
And then they don't give you and the cheese be $2. Let me get the cheese fries. Okay, that's gonna be an extra $2. Well, hold up, the cheese is half of the price of the fries.
Wait, you got your nerve,
right? Barbie said, "See, this is what living in California do. Have you people out here going broke? Damn right it will." But a trick, I'm gonna tell you a trick for bowling. See, what you do is you go during the daytime, and then they stopped it. I used to like to bowl in my socks because I didn't want to pay for the shoes, but they no longer allow you to do that. I said, look, I can bowl in my socks, no problem. I wear 2 pair. I have no problem with that. But they make you buy shoes right now. But if I can get away with it, I'm gonna bowl in my socks, keep my money.
You know what I used to do when I first moved out here to eat, like not for either free or value menu, the 99 cent or the 3 for this or a group, taco trucks and stuff like that. That's what I used to do. Food court, definitely. And you just have to pick when you're gonna eat. You don't eat when you're hungry. You eat when you can,
or you eat when you have to,
or eat when you have to.
Right before you about to pass out, fall asleep, go ahead and get you a few crackers. You'll make it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what used to get me through back in college, that Costco rotisserie chicken. Oh man, I go to Costco or Sam's Club. You get you that rotisserie chicken, man. Listen, what you do, you eat one leg a day. One leg Monday, the other leg Tuesday. You don't start on the body until Thursday because you don't want to be greedy because you got a lot of stuff going on. So that rotisserie chicken could last you 4 days if you make it right. The last day you got sandwiches.
I mean, it goes back to discipline. I mean, those rotisseries are good, and if you don't have anything else to do or any place else to be, that rotisserie is not gonna last. not
that rotisserie. Hey, you can cut that rotisserie chicken up, make you some salad. You can take that rotisserie, make a sandwich, put it in some soup. It's all kind of stuff. And then when you get down to the bones, you take the bones and put that in some water and make some chicken broth. That's what you do for the rotisserie.
Okay, now that I haven't explored. I'm still on the bouillon cubes for the broth.
Oh, you still on the bouillon? Nah. I take the shell of a rotisserie chicken and boil his ass, and that's chicken broth for a month.
There you go. Okay.
That's right.
For a month.
Well, not a month, but it depends.
How many
But
chickens?
you mentioned something. Speaking of which, cheap dates. Now, if you get a girl, y'all get to know each other like that. What I used to do in college, I used to like invite girls over to eat, and then some girls would get greedy. You invite them over because I'm in college. I'm on a budget. Look here, baby, you can't get 2 legs. The pack only come with 8 legs, and you want 2. I had one girl, Joe. I went to the bathroom. Girl came back, got another leg.
Oh man, that is a
She
greedy.
ate. She ate 3 legs that night.
3.
3 legs. Look, it was 8 legs in the pack. You know the chicken leg.
Oh, okay. I was trying to say like a rotisserie. I thought we selling rotisserie. I was like
Oh,
3.
oh no. See, she couldn't have done that because when it's the rotisserie, I do the distribution of the chicken. That's my look here. Don't you cut this damn chicken? That's my job. Don't cut the chicken because you might cut a little too much and I'm gonna be upset.
Man, now I like the idea of cooking. You can save some money like that. You can save. You don't have to go to a restaurant to pay what I don't know $20 or $30 for what you can cook for half that amount at home. So yeah, I definitely that's a cheap date that works. I mean, you have to convince them that you can actually cook. But if you can't do that, then you better get somebody to deliver it or cook it for you.
But see, you better see. Look here, you want to deliver it? No, huh? Come on, baby. We're gonna go for a ride. We're going to pick it up because with that extra 5, we can get some. We can get 2 spring rolls. Why we look here? Let's go pick it up. Give me 2 spring rolls. Go get me get 4 wings. Something.
Okay, let me ask you this: Is eating cheap? Does that mean instead of going to a restaurant for sushi, you go to like 7-Eleven or AM/PM? AM/PM
No.
doesn't like. Does that count 7-Eleven? Or
Oh no, that's terrible for you. That kid, that's poison.
but it is edible.
It is edible. So being cheap, when we on a cheap, not broke diet plan, what we do is we're gonna go on there and we're gonna look for happy hour. Well, who has the lunch special? Because what you should do is I would go get the lunch box. So the lunch box is about 12. I get sushi, I get teriyaki, I get 2 spring rolls and a side salad. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Why, Joe? Because I'm gonna take me some home and eat it for dinner.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna stretch it out. Cats used to always like, man, why you getting all this food? Look, because I got to eat again later. Y'all got to come back out and spend more money. I'm going to get enough food right now and then for some for later. So I didn't have to go back out and spend more money. I was notorious for that. I buy 2 pizzas and wouldn't share a damn slice. This is for the mom, man. Look here, you can't. I got this budgeted out. You can't just be taking my slices.
So, but pizza though, now you can really save money on like by buying a pizza.
Oh yeah, you can save money, and you can get creative with a pizza. You can cut you up some lunch meat, put that on the top if you don't have ham or hell, like my uncle. My uncle he used to my uncle he was weird. He would cook his own hamburger meat for the pizza. He like, look here, bro, I got some hamburger meat at the house.
So he would recreate the pizza like
he
it was already made. So he put more pizza toppings on an already made pizza.
That's right. He like
pizza sandwich.
Right. He like, look, Malcolm, I already got some hamburger meat in here. I'm just gonna. My uncle one time, he the kind of cat. If he had a hamburger patty left over, he'd break it up and put it on the top of the pizza and eat it. I was like, hold on, wait a minute now.
hey, there's some people out there, they don't care what it looks like. They just
this runs deep in my family. So hold on.
Roll it up. It was a pizza. Now it's a burrito.
This is a burrito. This the same cat that he did not know what a hot dog bun was. He would always use white bread to eat his hot dogs.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, look, hot dog buns are 99 cents too, man. But his argument was this. This was his argument. You get more slices of white bread than you do hot dog buns, so it doesn't make any sense to me to buy a hot dog bun.
Bread is bread.
He's like, bread. I said, hold on. We had a nice about 15-minute conversation about this. He said, Malcolm, look at it. when you get the hot dog, you only get 6 buns. Okay, with the white bread, you get about 24 slices. I can get 6 hot dogs. Okay, I can get 4 hamburgers, and I got about 4 pieces of toast. Marcus is genius.
I mean, they comes. See, I always thought, well, excuse me, I learned that the hot dog buns come in a pack of six because the hot dogs come in a pack of six.
Hold
So
on.
six dogs, 6 buns.
You never heard of sub dogs, have you?
I have not heard of sub dogs.
Sub dog. So this is a cheap not broke product. We waiting. We going to listen, Joe. You heard it here first. I'm gonna bring sub dogs to the market. What you do is you get your pack of 6 hot dogs, right? You
Right.
cut all those hot dogs in two, and then you get the hot dogs, hot dog buns. You pull all those apart. You take those half a hot dogs, put it on top of the hot dog, half a hot dog bun. Now you got 12 sub dogs. It is a sub. It's a sub version of the hot dog. Sub
So
dog.
so basically you're multiplying by dividing.
That's right.
All right, that's
And
genius.
and it's a sub dog. So if I had a kids party, I had kids. I said, "Damn, I got more kids than I got hot dog. Let me make some sub dogs."
Sub dogs.
Sub dogs. See, and the reason why it's called a sub dog because you put the hot dog on top of the hot dog bun and eat it like a sub sandwich.
Right. I got you.
Sub dog. Hey, it's been. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm patting it up. If for the ladies that watching, would you be okay with a guy taking you out on an outside picnic date? I don't know. Have you ever done an outside picnic date?
I have done an outside picnic date, and it was a long time ago, and I haven't done that since. Like, I don't like the ants, man. I don't like the on the ground and putting the blanket on like that. I'm not that type of dude. I want to sit at a table, and I want food on the table, and hopefully there's a whole building around that table. But if it's outside, hopefully it's just a barbecue or something like that. But like on the ground eating, no.
Oh, yeah. See, I've done a picnic date, but it wasn't that. I had some of them fold out chairs for like a football game, and we
Yeah.
went and got something to eat. We just sat outside. Like nobody said, "Yeah, I'm not sitting in the dirt." I'm not sitting in no damn dirt. No, but we can do it out. We can go find a nice table and do an outside picnic, and get something from the dollar store to cover up. But to sit in the dirt, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. No.
No, I'm not doing that. No, that's just I
Even with the blanket, man, it's like I'm ants and snakes and other critters can get onto that blanket.
I've never seen black people do that.
Some do it.
On TV. I've never walked in a park a
Oh,
day in my life and seen like real black people sitting eating barbecue ribs, baked beans, and mashed potatoes on a piece of carpet. Never seen it.
I can't recall a time. There's always a barbecue going on, a grill, and everything's on the table.
That's our outside picnic. That's a barbecue.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother function.
yeah, cookout.
The cookout, right?
Cook.
So, to wrap it up, man, if you were to give some guys some cheap dating tips, how to get a woman, how to entertain a lady on a budget. What are some of the creative things that you can do to still be a charming yet cheap man?
Oh well, definitely plan. I like the cooking route. Hey, let me cook for you. Say it just like that. Let me cook for you. And tell them what you're gonna do. Of course, you've already planned this. You've been on YouTube. You've already got your recipes and your ingredients, and you have that. And or you have the grocery list, and then you go out with, hey, let's go to I don't know Gelson's or something like that, or Whole Foods, whatever. Get the ingredients, and then go back to the house and cook it. That's a cheap date. You know, parking is free hopefully, depending on where you live. Uh, the time you don't have to buy no tickets. You got to go to the grocery store anyway. So that's what I recommend. Uh, that's cheaper, and you don't have the you have your own time. Like you have your own time together. It's private. It's private. It's VIP.
Right.
Yeah, it's private.
I just to piggyback off what you said, I just want to tell guys, listen, if you're gonna invite a lady over for a steak dinner, listen, make sure you get quality steak. Don't invite no woman over for no cube steak,
Nah,
no Salisbury steak, no flank steak. Don't listen. I don't give a damn who you are. You invite me over for a steak dinner, you got some flank steak, I'm gonna be pissed. This
get
is
it.
for this is fajita steak, and you don't invite nobody over for no damn fajita steak. I've encountered a situation where I was invited over, and I'm like, what you know that cheap ass steak? This $3 for about a foot long of steak.
Yeah,
Don't do that. If you're gonna
yeah.
invite a lady over, get you some high quality foods. All right, don't no chicken nuggets. Okay,
No
no,
chicken.
no chicken nuggets or anything like that. And look,
No
don't
fish
get that.
sticks.
And I'm gonna tell you, fellas, don't get that cheap ass garlic bread. All right, no, that's not date food. Don't no woman want no hard ass garlic bread.
There's too many YouTube videos out there to not know how to make your own garlic bread. Just go ahead and you know find. You ever go through and try to find? Oh, that video is too long. It's like I don't want to watch 8 minutes. Can if you can't tell me how to do it in 3 minutes or less, then I don't. I guess I ain't gonna. I'm gonna pick a different item. But yeah, that steak and meat and stuff. Go to the butcher and look the butcher in the eye and pick your meat. All right, let him cut it for you and then put it in the paper. That's what you cook.
And
And
you open it in front of her. Don't be on that. Hey, I already started when you got here. Nah, I don't like that. I
no,
want
no,
to see you
you
do
go
shit
you
from
go
scratch.
with her to the or have her go with you to the grocery store, and then you get all that stuff. I mean, you don't want to get the cube steak. Nah, you might as well feed her your belt.
Yeah, yeah. Don't nobody want no cube steak. Mm-mm. And
That's
here,
tougher
and
than
buy
leather.
something to drink. Don't nobody want your nasty ass unsweet tea. Don't nobody want. don't don't be inviting women over. Talk about I made this. She ain't gonna drink that. You need to have something where you pull the seal off. Because I've been to a lot. I know how dudes do. They were. I
Well,
made sweet tea like my grandma.
you gotta ask. You gotta like, hey, what do you like to drink?
What do
That's
you like to drink?
what do you like to see? What you're doing is, man, this should not be a guessing game.
But it is for some dude. Look, I had a
You gonna
homeboy.
waste your money.
I had a dude, my homeboy. Shout out to my dog. I'm not gonna say his name. He'll get mad. He invited a girl over for a date and fed her off paper plates. She told me next time. She said, "Hey man, look, you gotta tell your homeboy to do better." I said, "What's going on?" She said, "You know he fed me off paper plates." I said, mm, "That's it.
Well,
He ain't got no. You don't have no porcelain. What kind of? What you mean you
you
don't
ain't
got
got
no
no
porcelain?
balls.
You don't invite nobody if you don't have no porcelain. Come on now, do better. You you,
Yeah,
you,
have a
you need some
dish
porcelain.
set. Have a dish. Some dishes.
Yes,
Dishes. A set. You know, like
no
I
plastic
said. No, no. I mean,
and
have some.
no and napkins for
It
the
sh-
lady.
it should break like it. Well, you don't want to break it, but it should be breakable dishes, like a set. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
And
and no
go
paper
ahead.
towels, no toilet paper. Get that girl some napkins. You
Yeah,
real savage.
yeah, yeah. If it's gonna be paper napkins, yeah, be careful with that. Yeah, be careful with that. That's not sending the best message. But if you had, with the napkin rings and and a cloth, some sort of a fabric, yeah,
You
that's
ever?
what you.
I went to a girl house one time, Joe. She fried chicken and she was drying it in toilet paper.
Now
You know how
that's
you got to dry the grease? I said, hold up. We were just chatting it up in the kitchen. I took a
that's
good
very
hard look.
uncivilized. That's
I look up. I
that's
said, is that toilet paper you dried this damn chicken with?
what
I said,
what
is that?
ply was it?
I said,
How many ply?
I was trying to be polite. I said, man, those are some real short paper towels. She like, I've never seen a paper towel that short.
You
Oh,
had
wow, yeah, I ran.
you
I
had
had these.
Charmin in your chicken.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, I was hungry, but I was like, you know what? God, I'm better than this. You put me down on here, earth, to not to be treated like this. I am better than eating chicken out of paper towels.
Man, you know what cooking does? Especially for like if you like the girl. If you like the girl, you're showing her either one how you like to eat, or you showing her that you have the ability to feed her, and and you're not killing her. You're not overcooking nothing. It tastes good. And that's something that you can relate to one another on, food, because everybody got to eat. But when you go over to their house and they grease and popping all over the place, and it's nothing but gravy, and they cooking like they great grandmother recipe. No,
Mm-mm.
no.
As a rule, when you got a date, first couple dates, don't fry nothing. You don't want to be talking to your lady and you burn the shit out of her and she gotta go home.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not what
Go
you want to
hell,
do.
don't fry
You
nothing.
don't fry nothing. When your first
Okay,
date,
but an air
don't
fryer
fry
though.
nothing. Yeah, air
Air
fry,
fryer though.
right on. But I
Yeah.
would advise you, look, don't fry nothing when you got company. You gonna burn
No.
them. You gonna have a problem on your ass. So, hey man, I want to appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah.
Check out Joe Feezy at Joe Foxx on Instagram. Joe also has a graphic design business. You can go back to episode 3 of the Cheap Champ podcast. Take a look at that episode. Get a ton of information and find his contact information if you would like to contact him for any of your design needs. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate
And until everybody going live, we will see you next time.